Hey guys, what is the crack with you? Roscoe here, and I'm back with some more Toyota Sera content. The Toyota Sera is one of the best kept secrets in terms of Toyota models. You can still get them really, really cheap. So one day I was searching in Toyota Sera and I came across this particular car. This is the actual set of photos that were sent to me. So I went up, collected the car, and this is what I ended up with. Clearly the car is in bad condition. The head gasket is gone. We've got all sorts of problems, but this is an exceptionally rare car and I decided it's worth saving. So I got to work. I de-rustified the underneath. I eventually got it painted and we started working on the other parts that need to be restored. So in this episode, I'm going to go straight back to where we left off in the last episode. I was just getting ready to fit my rear axle. This is the handbrake off the Toyota Sera that I'm restoring. So this bit of the cable frayed, so I replaced that. I couldn't get Toyota Sera handbrake cables, so I got Toyota Starlet ones, but on this end, when you straighten them out, they're about 20 millimeters shorter. So this is the kind of coupling part. The two handbrake cables go into the drums, would come in and plug there and there in kind of parallel. They're plugged in there, and then this would plug in here. I kind of slotted it going the other way, so I'm going to use it in reverse. Get in there. There we go. Okay, so I have it in and I've cut out an extra bit there, grinded it off just enough so I can turn that inside the slot, and then when I go back that way it's hooked in. Once I have those two cables in, I'll get into the car and I'll cinch this up. So I eventually get everything fitted back to the car. I get the fuel tank and the rear axle in. I do up the brake lines, I do up the handbrake cables. Everything is fitted again. We're good to go. Now, pay close attention here. This is going to be consequential. This is my paranoia taking over. It's actually come through a little bit there, and I could see daylight through a couple of little pinholes around here. As I was doing the underneath of the car, I noticed that there was a lot of rust underneath where the rear seats were, but I wasn't sure how bad it was exactly. But when I saw the bits of rust poking through, they'd eaten through here, I felt I had to make sure it was safe. The moment I cut the metal out of the car, I realised I had made a bit of a mistake. The car really didn't need me to cut this much metal out. It really was solid. I was worrying about nothing. But I thought, you know what, to hell with it. I'm just going to cut out the bits of metal that had pitting on the back and weld in new sheet steel. Most cars are made from 1mm steel. So I got this Dorf in Preza and I made some repair panels from it. And I welded in the repair panels in sections. Now, I'm after making another fatal mistake. You can probably make out the fuel tank just underneath the area that I'm cutting out. I mean, it's right underneath it. So when I was welding there, I set fire to the paint on the underside of that panel. And of course, the welds are going to be useless because they're all contaminated from the paint. So what I'm going to have to do is take out the fuel tank again and then clean the underneath of the panels, clear away the paint and make sure we have No paint anywhere near where the welding is going to go on, because obviously we'll just set it on fire again. Guys, what's the crack? Little update for you. I'm getting through the welding. I'm almost finished welding with this car, and the more I weld, the more I realise that I don't know how to weld. I'm not a professional. I'm just a fella doing it at home in my garage. Couldn't get anybody to weld the car, so I got a loan of a MIG welder and I'm doing it myself. This 1991 Toyota Sera was headed for the scrap heap because it needed a new interior, a new windscreen, new set of seats, a new carpet, new brakes, suspension, bearings, bushings, needed to be serviced. The head gasket was gone, had loads of rust and needed a full respray. So I got it for €250, but it's a huge amount of work to undertake. It's essentially a full restoration of the car, and this is just a hobby for me, and this is my first full restoration, and I'm having a crack at it. Why not? Myself and my brother rent this garage space. This is the reason we got it, and it's been my dream all my life to design and build my own cars, and now I'm actually doing it. It took me a bit longer than I would have liked to getting around to it, but I said it's now or never. So I'm now restoring this car, and I'm just going to go full send. Obviously we're getting close to doing a respray on it now, and I have tried to respray cars before and it hasn't really worked out too well. So I'm hoping that I've picked up a few tips and learned a few lessons along the way, and I'm just going to give it another try. So thanks very much for watching today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and next week you'll see this car painted, and we'll take it from there, and we'll just go step by step, and we will get this car back to flying form again. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.